Hey guys, just out in my backyard today, kind of enjoying the snow. Just finished shoveling up the driveway there, but thought I'd do a quick review of the Bear & Sons Trapper Knife. Now I've got my own homemade sheath on here. I've had this thing now for just over a year. I figured I'd do a quick what I think of it now. Just a simple folding knife, got those nice handle scales on there. Absolutely beautiful. It's got two blades, fold out. Bear MGC. But you see you got a bit of a drop point here. That's good for piercing. Use that for your piercing stuff. So we got the second knife here. I like to call this one the unzipper. It's got that raised up point there. And that's nice and flat, so there's no sharp edge there. But the point is actually raised up higher. So this whole knife is designed for small game processing and field dressing wild game. Hence the name, the Trapper. So you got the point for making your cuts in, and then the unzipper so you don't cut any gut pouch or any unwanted stuff on the inside. You go straight up from the bottom to top of the animal. And yeah, this blade is super sharp. Like, you almost got like a scalpel grind on that. I don't know if that'll ever show up on camera, but yeah, that's really nice. And I've had this now for about a year. I've been using this knife for my small game hunts. Speaking of which, birds are coming back. That's nice. And I've got my homemade leather sheath, which, I mean, this is homemade. I'm not a leather worker. I try to make as much as I possibly can, but I'm surprised at how long this lasted. She's nice and hard. Takes the water like nothing. It doesn't seem to hurt it getting wet. And like, I couldn't make this come out if I wanted to. This is a nice tight fit in there. So I normally wear this on my belt right here when I go out, and it's been nice and handy. I just picked up hunting probably last year, though I'm a very new hunter. I'm not very successful either, but I also like to fish, and this has been my go-to knife for all that. I'll get more into that sharp point here. I've used this more aggressively for bushcrafting, and I'm not sure if they have different steels for the two knives. I haven't really looked into that too much. All I know is these edges actually stick around for quite a long time. Now, I've been extremely careful with this one because this is my scalpel that I use for very, very fine cutting of skin and tissue. When it comes to bone, I typically find a joint, and I'll use this just to cut through all the tendons and ligaments in between, and then just remove the joint that way. If I gotta actually cut through bone, I'll either use a bigger bushcraft knife or a rock just to break it and snap it off with my hands. Kind of show off my homemade pouch that I got here now. I got some tiger thread that I bought from, I just got it off eBay, and I used it to stitch some leather I got from the local Tandy Leather. It was just leftover pieces, but I had enough to do this. I just followed tutorials by Ian Atkinson online, and he walks you right through making a knife sheath. He's wonderful. You should check him out if you're ever interested in this kind of stuff. This doesn't have a clip. There's no option for a pocket clip on either the top or the bottom, right or left. It's meant to sit deep pocket, which is good, I guess, if you like that. But personally, I like to wear this outside my pocket because I keep things like my phone and stuff in my pockets when I'm out in the field, and I don't like them to get scratched up by steel edges, or my knife to get dinged up in my pocket or anything, I don't know, with whatever else is in there. So I clip this in, top of the belt, left side, just right on my hip. It's out of the way. Don't have any problems bending over unless I'm doing a really awkward movement. It's really awkward. But yeah, this seems to do the trick just well. Has no problem getting wet. I used a wax finish for it. I think it's Fabing's leather balm with atom wax. That seems to waterproof the leather great. And with these two things together, they've been my go-to for small game processing. Now that being said, we're going to get into small game processing now, which is pretty well the only thing you would ever use this knife for. I've tried using it as a bushcraft knife, and it doesn't hold up. If you were carrying this knife with you out in the bush as a bushcraft knife, there's a couple of problems with it. There is no locking mechanism. There's a spring in there that holds it in, but nothing is locking that blade from closing down on your fingers. I'll show this one here. You get a good grip on it. It's great going the one way. The back seems to be pretty strong. It goes right through, as you can see here, and that spacer is what holds this knife from opening all the way. Now that seems to be a solid design. I really like that. It's great for cutting meat. If it comes to cutting pieces of wood, you're dealing with a thin-spined, little dinky ass blade, really tiny edge, and the points actually work on this one. Fix that with, I'll likely fix that with my sharpening, but that little thing won't stand up. I wouldn't trust it to stand up anyways. That's a problem that you'd have with something big and heavy like chopping wood or that. You'd have to carry an axe with you, and this wouldn't be good for anything that is sharp, harsh, like tree branches or the like that. And a lot of the times when I'm doing my bushcrafting, I run into a lot of things like feather sticking. All the wood around you are wet, and the only way you can get some good tinder is feather stick some insides of the log. And I wouldn't trust that for this. Wouldn't trust this to do that and still hold an edge. Now, that being said, small game processing, I have yet to find anything on the market better than this, handmade in the USA, as it says here, Bear MGC, USA made. It's a family company, which is great, but it's a beautiful knife. Just I'll get that nice and close there. Look at that knife. Hopefully it focuses. This phone's not the greatest. I'm just recording on my cat phone. But yeah, that is a beautiful knife. I'm assuming those are walnut scales. Looks like laminated. Oh, it's just beautiful. I love it. But anyway, this has been my my go-to for my small game hunting, small game processing, and I figured I'd give a quick review of it because I haven't found all that many, buyer reviews of these guys online. I love it. It's great. I would buy it again. If I'm going out small game hunting, this is what I want on my belt right here. Anyways, thanks you for watching, guys. That has been my quick review of this, and I'm hoping to get more videos out to you guys soon. I've got some actual dedicated cameras that work a heck of a lot better than this thing, and yeah, we'll see when those come in. Hopefully I can get some more videos out to you guys. Thanks for watching.